It's Renee Pope again with another episode of My Days with Kit. As you can see, Kit's been shedding out some, so she looks quite a bit different. Instead of almost like a sorrel, now she's like white with red points. Kit and I have been working very hard these last few weeks to start trailer loading so we can take her to the vet, lunging for respect stage 2, backing up, and circle driving. Some other things we're going to be doing today is we're going to visit the vet, make sure that she's got all of her vaccinations since she's a yearling now, and probably get her a Coggins test and wormed. One of the scary things that happened is I did not desensitize her to opening and closing the side escape door. And I realized that when I had not done that when we opened the door, she banged up her face some. So now I know that I always have to desensitize to everything in the trailer. After we started working with the desensitizing to all the gates and doors, we went and moved the door and banged it shut and opened it and banged it shut. Got her used to all those loud noises and sounds of a trailer, and shut the divider, opened and shut the escape. Kind of made sure that she was all right with all those doors and things closing and opening, and that she was okay with all that. All right, I'm going to lunge her for respect, because I want her to not only respect me, but since air is the most valuable thing to a horse, I'm going to teach her that she has to work really hard out here, but she can rest in the trailer. And I want her to always be telling me, hey, I would love to load in a trailer today. Just please let me load in a trailer today. I want her to crave to be in that trailer, because that's going to make for very good and easy trailering, and I shouldn't have any problems. I have these boards here so that she can get like the ramp kind of feeling. This trailer doesn't have a ramp, but I want her to be prepared. And I want her to investigate, that's good. I want her to know about the trailer. I like how she'll just walk up to something, smell it, lick it, chew it, paw it, figure out about it, investigate it. I would like her to learn about things, because if your horse doesn't do a safety check of the trailer, you're never going to get them in there. I'm going to ask her to lunge outside and then see if she'll go in. And as you can see, she already knows that if she wants to rest, she goes in the trailer. So she's already said, you know, I don't want to work, I want to get in this trailer. So that's pretty much what I want, is I want her to want to be in this trailer. And I'm gonna let her rest and get her air in here. And then I'm gonna back her out. Back, back, step down, step down. And then usually we repeat lunging and then asking her to go in the trailer. I like how she just runs to that trailer and says, I want in, I want in. So that's pretty much what I want her to do in the trailer, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. We've taken Kit around for like a little drive around the block to make sure that she isn't gonna freak out when we drive the trailer. That's another part of basically, I believe, teaching her to trailer load, is making sure she's comfortable riding and driving around in it. So yes, we've taken her like around the block and all, but we haven't, this will be her first major trip where she'll be unloaded out of the trailer and then loaded back in. I can see that she's just a little bit nervous about being in here because I think that's a little bit different than driving around the block. There's more people here. So I think that she'll be just a little bit nervous, but I think she'll calm down. Well, I'm very glad that Kit settled down on the ride over here. Now she's turned herself around, but I'm going to make her turn around and back out because I don't like a horse that always turns around and won't back out. Back, 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 back. Step down, step down, step down. That's a good girl. Okay, to settle her down a little, I think I'm going to yield her hindquarters, ask her to yield. Good girl. And she's cocking her leg, so I'm going to stop it there because she's showing a sign of relaxation. I'm going to let her just smell things out now. You want to try? And I'll let her look at things for a few seconds and then I'm going to back her out again. Okay, back. Investigate a little, do her safety check of the building. No, you don't have to test the grass too.
Hello.
Hi.
Right in here.
Not exactly sure how open she's going to be to coming in here right off, but at Tongue River Ranch last fall, they gave her a flu shot and wormed her, and they said that would last her till January this year. So since she's 1 year old today, this year, I'm going to make sure that she gets everything that a yearling should get. And I'm not exactly sure what all that is.
First time visit, young horse, minimal vaccination history. We basically look at general soundness, conformation, inquire somewhat about nutrition if we feel there's a need for change. Not much dental work to be looked at other than conformation of the teeth, checking for overbites, underbites, wolf teeth if they're there. And getting into the basic vaccinations for this age. We've vaccinated for Eastern and Western encephalitis, tetanus, influenza and rhinopneumonitis, as well as West Nile, and we're sure recommending rabies at this time as well. And In that age of a colt, we recommend booster vaccinations in a month the first year, and then annually thereafter. Deworming, we talk about it as far as the type of environment they're in. If they're in a kind of a closed environment, boarding facility, the frequency of deworming would be more regular, every 2 months, 2 to 3 months. In her situation, kind of a closed group of horses with more open area, probably 2 to 3 times a year, 3 would be great. And vaccinations in the spring, or as we did here in the fall, we recommend a booster on the influenza and rhinopneumonitis for the respiratory infections. And of course the Coggins test is a blood test for equine infectious anemia that is required annually, semi-annually in some states, but it's required in change of ownership and or for travel across state lines or specific exhibits. And so we'll repeat that again on an annual basis. So basically that's it. We just kind of review nutrition, and if we see anything that needs to be changed, we looked at hoof care today too, and she's going to be working with her as far as handling her feet, and so it'll be a little easier for the first trim with the farrier. So she's well on her way and doing a good job.
I'll get those in a minute. Back, 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 back. A little bit more. Come on.
How are you doing? Good. You bet. Good morning.
Alrighty. Alright, you're good to travel. I think she's a little worked up right now because this is the first time she's been unloaded and had something done with her and then being loaded back up. So I think she was just a little bit antsy, but when she figures out that she's going to be going home, I think the second trip will be a lot better. I think she did very well. I expected her to react a lot more to going into those stocks, and I expected her to react a lot more to getting her injections and things, but I think she did pretty good for the most part for her first time. I'm just going to let her relax and not going to ask her to do any strenuous exercise, since Dr. Young said that the shots might make her a little bit stiff or a little bit tired, and so usually he says just give them the rest of the day off, so she'll just relax for the rest of the day. Thanks for joining us today with another episode of My Days with Kit. We'll see you next time.